Learning to speak English confidently is a goal many students work towards. But one of the biggest challenges they face is hesitation. Whether you're a beginner or someone who has studied English for a while, it's common to feel nervous or unsure when speaking. Hesitation can make you feel less confident, and this might hold you back from speaking freely. But don't worry. With the right tips and practice, you can overcome hesitation and speak English more confidently. In this video, we will talk about why hesitation happens and share practical strategies to help you speak English without feeling shy or nervous. Let's get started. Why do we hesitate while speaking English? Hesitation happens for many reasons. Here are some common reasons why people feel hesitant when speaking English. Lack of confidence. If you don't feel sure about your English skills, you might hesitate to speak. You may worry about making mistakes, which makes it harder to speak freely. Fear of making mistakes. Many English learners are afraid of saying something wrong. They worry about how others will judge them if they make a mistake while speaking. Not knowing the words. Sometimes you want to say something, but you can't remember the right words in English. This can cause you to pause or hesitate. Nervousness. Some people feel nervous when speaking in front of others, especially if they are speaking in a new language. Nervousness can make it hard to speak clearly and confidently. Lack of practice. Speaking a new language takes practice. If you don't speak English often, it can be difficult to speak quickly and smoothly. Understanding the reasons for hesitation is important because once we know what causes it, we can take steps to fix it. Build confidence by practicing often. One of the most effective ways to remove hesitation is to practice speaking English as much as possible. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. Speak every day. Try to speak English every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Practice with friends, family, or even by talking to yourself. The more you speak, the easier it becomes. Start with simple conversations. If you're a beginner, start by practicing basic sentences and questions. For example, you could ask, "How are you today?" or answer simple questions like, "What did you do today?" Practice speaking out loud. Sometimes it helps to practice by speaking out loud. This can be done by reading English books or articles aloud. Speaking aloud helps you get used to the sounds and flow of English, which can make you feel more comfortable. Join English speaking groups. You can also join a language exchange or speaking group. In these groups, everyone is practicing English, so no one will judge you. You can learn from each other and feel more confident. 2. Don't worry about making mistakes. Many learners hesitate to speak because they are afraid of making mistakes. But making mistakes is completely normal and part of learning. Learn from mistakes. When you make a mistake, don't worry. Use it as an opportunity to learn. The more mistakes you make, the faster you will learn. Don't be afraid to speak because of mistakes. Everyone makes them. Focus on communication, not perfection. Remember that the goal of speaking is to communicate. It's not about being perfect. If the person you are speaking to understands you, that's what matters most. Laugh at yourself. Sometimes, the best way to deal with a mistake is to laugh it off. If you say something wrong, just smile and keep going. This can make you feel more relaxed and show others that you're not afraid to make mistakes. 3. Expand your vocabulary. If you don't know the right words to express yourself, you may hesitate. The solution to this problem is to expand your vocabulary. Learn new words daily. Try to learn a few new words every day. You can use flashcards, apps, or even read books in English to discover new words. The more words you know, the easier it will be to speak. Learn phrases, not just words. Sometimes it's helpful to learn common phrases. For example, instead of just learning the word delicious, learn the phrase, "This food is delicious." This will help you use the language naturally. Use a thesaurus. A thesaurus is a tool that helps you find synonyms for words. If you're stuck on a word, look it up in a thesaurus to find another way to say it. Practice with flashcards. You can use flashcards to help you memorize new words. Write the English word on one side and the meaning on the other side. Review them regularly to help you remember them. 4. Speak slowly and clearly. When you're nervous or unsure, you might rush through your words. Speaking too quickly can lead to mistakes and make you more nervous. Instead, try to speak slowly and clearly. Take your time. There is no need to rush. Take your time to think about what you want to say before speaking. If you need a few seconds to gather your thoughts, that's okay. Focus on pronunciation. Clear pronunciation is important. If you don't say the words correctly, it may be hard for others to understand you. Practice pronunciation regularly to make your speech clearer. Use pauses. Don't be afraid to pause while speaking. A pause can give you a moment to think, and it also makes your speech sound more natural. 5. Practice listening to improve speaking. Listening to English can help you speak more confidently because it allows you to hear how the language is used in real situations. By listening, you can learn how to pronounce words and phrases correctly and get used to the flow of the language. Watch English movies and TV shows. Try watching movies or TV shows in English. Pay attention to how the actors speak. Listen to how they use different words and phrases in conversations. Listen to podcasts or audiobooks. If you can't watch videos, listening to podcasts or audiobooks in English is another great way to improve your listening skills. Repeat what you hear. When you listen to something in English, try repeating what you hear. This will help you practice your pronunciation and get used to speaking the words. 6. Use simple sentences and phrases. When you're learning English, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by complicated sentences. But there's no need to make things harder than they need to be. Start with simple sentences. Don't feel the need to use complex sentences when speaking. Use simple sentences to express your ideas. For example, instead of saying, "I am feeling very tired because I worked all day," just say, "I am tired." Use short phrases. Using short phrases can also make it easier to speak. For example, instead of saying, "I don't know what to say," you can simply say, "I'm not sure." Practice speaking simple sentences. Practice speaking simple sentences every day. This will help you feel more comfortable using English in different situations. 7. Stay positive and be patient. It's important to be patient with yourself. Learning a new language takes time, and it's okay to make mistakes along the way. Stay positive and keep practicing. Don't be too hard on yourself. If you don't speak perfectly, that's okay. The important thing is that you are trying, and you will improve with time and practice. Celebrate small wins. Every time you speak English, celebrate the progress you've made. Maybe you had a good conversation in English or remembered a new word. These small wins will keep you motivated. Stay calm and relaxed. Try to stay calm when speaking. If you get nervous, take a deep breath and relax. The more relaxed you are, the easier it will be to speak clearly. Conclusion: removing hesitation while speaking English is a process that takes time, but with the right strategies, you can become a confident speaker. Remember, practice is key. The more you speak, the more comfortable you'll feel. Don't worry about making mistakes and focus on communicating your ideas. Learn new words, use simple sentences, and listen to English as much as possible. Stay positive, be patient with yourself, and keep practicing every day. Soon, you'll find that hesitation is no longer a problem, and you'll be speaking English with confidence.